facilitate inclusion and ensure that no one is left behind. It goes to encourage partnerships and enact legislation to facilitate inclusion and ensure that and social affairs, the World Intellectual Property Organization, and the United Nations to facilitate inclusion and ensure that no one is left behind. Intergovernmental actors include governments, intergovernmental organizations, key internet organizations.
The best you can get.
Implementing digital accessibility policies and programs, and should uphold the human rights of persons and ensure that persons with disabilities have equitable access to.
Signvrse is an assistive technology, a social enterprise with a mission to bridge communication barriers for the deaf community. And how we do this is we've built Africa's first AI translation platform called Terp-360. We like to call it Google Translate for sign language. And how this works is it interprets text and speech input and outputs very fluid, natural avatars, which is a digital human that now signs the same way a human being does at scale.
They bring invaluable research to the discussion table, facilitating stakeholders at all levels as part of their engagement. Advocates can work with.
Our biggest challenge has been access to sign language data. So looking at the nature of our solution, it heavily relies on localized sign language nature to power our platform. And accessing that has been a problem. One, African sign languages are not documented online. You'd easily find British Sign Language, American Sign Language data in the web. So we've had to collect our own sign language data, which is expensive. So we really had to push our fundraising efforts to enable us to really generate localized, diverse Kenya Sign Language data.
Involved in their activities and programs. Outcomes accessible and inclusive. Being users with disabilities,
I think AI is becoming an ongoing conversation, and it is an enabler. And with companies like Signvrse that are building assistive devices, there's only less that human interpreters are able to do. They're very limited. So, context. If I am to take a human interpreter from a legal kind of setting to a medical kind of setting, now what we are doing is we are now using AI to have interpretation at scale. And this is the power of AI that we are leveraging on.
Governance. These activities contribute to the development of advocacy skills in the next module will focus on examining key strategies for practicing disability.
This concludes module 4.
The techniques that we are using to digitize sign language, you use motion capture systems to accurately record sign language motion. So we're looking at the body movement, hand rotation, and articulation, facial expression. That enables us to accurately capture the linguistic and vibrant nature of sign language as a language, and that's what makes our platform unique.
Yes, I had a lot of challenges when searching for a job or applying for a job, and sometimes when I go to hospital I have a lot of challenges, but I think when using this app it will help solve those challenges, and it will make communication easier.
If thinking of the usual thing,
For example, example. Trust me.
And I've also tried to find how they transcribe signs. We find that there are lots of errors, not that perfect. But somehow I find it more effective when it's signed to voice. We find that it's voiced correctly, benefiting more of the hearing community, but not the deaf. But as well, I think in the nearby future, as it grows into perfection, which it will be, it may reduce the job opportunities for sign language interpreters.